All institutions go through that kind of period. They're not always strong and on point and effective 100% of the time. But now I've never been more proud of them. Uh, for the simple reason, we have power that we never dreamed of when we started off as a little band of a dozen men and women forming together to create a voice for America that would be larger than our individual voices. Now we're chairmen of committees. I think we've got close to 24 subcommittee chairmen. We are the ones that set the policy. It's on us in every respect. What do you do about the slums in America? How do you stop the war in Iraq? How do you create a strategy to stop an imperial presidency and all of the abuses of power? Those are questions that fall regularly on the shoulders of the men and women that make up the Congressional Black Caucus. In addition, we formed alliances with the Hispanic Caucus, the fastest growing population in the United States, with the Asian Pacific Caucus, and most importantly, with the Progressive Caucus inside the House of Representatives.
Why do you say most importantly?
Because the Progressive Caucus cuts across all ethnic lines and create the distinction between those who want to restrict the social laws that control us in terms of health care, in terms of housing, in terms of pollution and global warming, the environment, in terms of war and peace. We are all strong advocates of creating an international body, of legitimatizing our commitment to the United Nations and reaching out to that great African continent where there is so much unnecessary suffering, preventable health disparities. We've become global again. We have a huge agenda now. When we meet now, it's quite different from when we could all sit around the table and voice our different opinions on things and who do we have to go to see about this or that and that. We're talking about what we're going to do in our committees and in our subcommittees. So it's much change from when I got there. And by the way, it is also important to remember that when I started there, the chairmen were so powerful that you didn't worry about what the committee was going to do. I remember the chairman, Mendel Rivers of South Carolina, chairman of Armed Services Committee, long mane of white hair, Southern, and all those Southern chairmen and people who were determined to keep things the way they were. And I remember when they wouldn't even recognize Adam Powell on the Education and Labor Committee because they knew he was going to say something progressive or something about racial discrimination or something about the awful condition that many minorities live in. They would adjourn the meeting before they would recognize Adam Powell.